Now that we've read our text, it's time for us to go back and check where we write about the main topic being chipmunks. We go to each section and think, was this section about chipmunks? Today, what I want you to do to get your body moving is I want you to stand up next to your computer. If the topic was about chipmunks, I want you to take one giant jump. Be careful, don't knock your computer over. If it's not about chipmunks, I want you to cross your arms again and shake your head. Are you ready? Show me what you're going to do if it is about chipmunks. Nice jumps. Be careful. Make sure you're controlling your body. Show me what you're going to do if it's not about chipmunks. Good. You're going to cross your arms and shake your head. Okay, let's take a look. Section 1, or paragraph 1. Was this about chipmunks? Nice. I see a lot of second graders jumping. That's exactly right. This was about chipmunks. What about our second paragraph, our second section? Was this about chipmunks? Good. I'm seeing some great jumps. Nice job controlling your body, making sure it doesn't knock anything over. All right. What about this paragraph? Was this paragraph about chipmunks? Yes, it was. Good jumps. Great job. Have a seat again. So, was every section about chipmunks? Yes, it was. So we're right. The main topic of this article was chipmunks. But remember that we've learned authors often group details that are the same and they put them together in something called paragraphs. A paragraph is a section that is all about the same idea about the topic. All of the details that are the same go together. And today we're going to learn what that is. We're going to learn what the main focus of each paragraph is and how we can figure it out. When we want to find out what the main focus of a paragraph is, we can follow 3 simple steps. First, we reread the paragraph. That way we really remember what it was about. Then we jot the important details. We can't jot everything, just the important details, those parts of the paragraph that are really important. Then we look at all of those details and we think, how do they connect? Connect means to go together or how they're related. Take a look at the pictures on this vocabulary card. How are these connected? Well, there are pens and pencils and markers and crayons. How are those connected? What big idea could connect them? Well, they're all things that you can write with. So the focus of these pictures is these are writing tools. We do the same thing with text. We list the important details and then we think, how do they go together? How are they connected? That's the main focus of the paragraph. When we do this work, it's important that we have a way to jot our ideas down on paper because it's hard to hold them all up in our head. You can do this by getting a reader's notebook, and at the top you jot the topic so you remember what the big idea of the whole thing is. This whole article is about chipmunks. Now we want to discover what is the focus of each of the sections or each of the paragraphs. We can do that by making a T-chart, and we label it focus and details. This is where we can keep track of the important details, and then we can figure out how they connect so we can jot down the focus. Remember what our 3 steps are? Reread the paragraph, jot down the key details, think how they connect. So I'm going to go back through and read this paragraph, and as I do, I'm going to be looking for those key details, those important details that are teaching me something about chipmunks. Chipmunks are very interesting little animals. They are only 2 to 6 inches long with a 3-inch tail. Well, that seems like a very key detail because that tells me how big they are. So 2 to 6 inches long and a 3-inch tail, I can jot those in my notebook. I don't have to write the whole sentence. Just the key part of it, 2 to 6 inches long, 3-inch tail. Chipmunks have brown, tan, and gray color coats. Some even have coats that are light red. So now I know what their coats look like. I need to jot that in as a key detail because now I know what they look like. So I can jot brown, tan, gray, and red coats. They have white and black stripes down their back. The chipmunk stripes and colors help them to hide from other animals that want to eat them. And the big idea or the key important detail in that part was that they have stripes down their back. The stripes help them to hide and help them to blend in, but the important thing is that they have the stripes down their back. So now that I've reread the paragraph and I jotted the key details, I'm ready for that step 3. How do these connect? How are these ideas related? How do they go together? It tells me how long they are, how big their tail is, what the color of their coat is, the stripes down their back. I'm thinking that these ideas are connected because it's telling me about a chipmunk's body. It's telling me about how long it is, what its tail looks like, what color its coat is, the stripes on its back. So the focus of this paragraph is to teach me about a chipmunk's body. We probably could also say what a chipmunk looks like, and that's essentially the same thing. But you're right. This entire paragraph or section is all about a chipmunk's body. See how each of these details connect? This is about the chipmunk's body. This is about the chipmunk's body. All of those details connect to tell me that this section I'm going to learn about a chipmunk's body. Let's do these steps again in paragraph 2. So first thing I need to do is reread the paragraph, right? Or sometimes the section if we're reading in like a chapter book. Chipmunks like to live in burrows. Right away, I think that is an important detail because right away now I know that where they live is called burrows. So I'm going to write live in burrows on my notebook. Notice I put a little dotted line. That's just going to tell me that I'm going to a new paragraph. It just helps me to organize my thoughts. Burrows are tunnels under the ground. Shallow burrows help them hide during the day while they are hunting for food. There's another important detail. So now apparently there's more than one kind of burrow. There's a shallow burrow, and its purpose is to help them hide. So that's what I'm going to write in my notebook. Not the whole sentence, just the important detail that it helps them hide. Let's keep reading. Deep, longer burrows are where they nest, store food, and spend most of the winter. Key detail, deep, longer burrows are where they store food. You could also add nest and spend most of the winter, but I just wanted the key part that that's where they store their food because they can use that during the winter and they can use that food in their nest. All right, reread the paragraph, jotted the key details. Now I have to think, how do these connect? How are these all together? Well, I know that they live in burrows and the 2 different kinds of burrows. These are the chipmunks' homes. So that's the focus. All of this paragraph, all of these key details are teaching me about a chipmunk's home. That's how you can use key details to find the focus of each paragraph. Now I want you to try it. On the next Nearpod slide, you're going to have a draw-it slide that looks like this. I want you to follow our steps. Reread the paragraph, jot the important details, and then think, how do they connect? So you're going to jot the details here, and then you're going to think about how they connect and write the focus of this paragraph on your draw-it slide. You can use the texting or the typing tool if you want to, that's fine too. But make sure that you jot the key details and the focus of the paragraph. Remember, every single detail is not an important key detail, just the ones that are really important. Head to the next Nearpod slide to do this work.